Hey Life Centers family, it's Dr. Anderson, Life Centers Chiropractic in Missouri City. Guys, today I want to talk to you about one of our 5 essentials, which is decreasing exposure to toxins and how to get them out of our body. So guys, there are 3 important steps to safe and effective detox. So the first one is you have to start to come into awareness about the fact that we are exposed to literally, sadly, hundreds of thousands of dangerous chemicals literally every single day. They're found in your household, your personal products, your makeups, your soaps, and your fragrances, your cleaning products. They're in your carpets, they're in your paint, they're in your food supply, they're in the lids in storage packaging and plastic wraps that your water bottles and your coffee and your lunch might be wrapped in. The list goes on and on and on and on. And we'll do that in another video. We'll talk about how to be aware of them and some of the names of them. But coming into awareness about the fact that they're out there, you're never gonna get rid of all of them on planet Earth. But the key is just to one category at a time, little by little by little by little, start swapping those versions out. The cool thing today is there's a lateral move for almost everything. 20 years ago, it was really hard to find clean, safe things to use. But today, because of people like you watching this video, demanding these things, demand is thankfully catching up. So there's so many products now that you can just simply swap out for healthier versions for your deodorant, your makeups, your toothpaste, your food supply, your food products, things like that. So the first one is little by little, start eliminating the sources for safer sources and stop the exposure. Now, when they're in your body, we have to deal with this because toxins can affect your metabolism. It can cause weight gain and obesity. They can disrupt hormones. All the hormones in the body can be very sensitive to toxins. They can affect things like fertility, birth defects. They can affect things like your brain function. There's so many things, cancer risk, carcinogenic things. So these things have to be regularly dealt with in our body. And if it doesn't exist in nature, a lot of times you don't have a natural God-given mechanism to pull it out of your body because it never existed until we created it within the last 100 years on planet Earth. So you need help sometimes pulling these things out of the body, or they build up and they build up and they build up. So that's where the Maximum Detox system comes in. This is one of the most effective and safe detox products I've ever seen. And I've personally been using this for decades. And this is probably the 4th or 5th rendition over the last 20 years. And it just keeps getting better and better and better every time. So there's 2 steps. Step 2 and step 3 are in one product. So this is a system. It has 2 different formulations. So we're going to open up the box. So when we look at this, there are 2 things. You need to first be able to bind the cells, bind the toxins out of the cell. So there's what's called cell detox. What that means is toxins get inside the cells. Your body is 76 to 100 trillion cells. And these little microscopic buckets can fill up with toxins. So you have to have something that can safely pull them from the cells in your body out of stored locations that are toxifying cells, organs, and tissues, pull them out. And that's what the cell detox safely does, and it binds them. But now we have another issue. What happens to them when they're pulled from the cells? Well, now they're floating through the bloodstream. So how do we get them from the bloodstream out of the body? That's what the body detox does. Your liver is the natural filter mechanism to clean the blood. And so the toxins will be gradual, make their way to the liver, it'll filter them, it will dump them into your digestive tract. But the problem is before they evacuate your body and leave your body will reabsorb through the bile and through the water. It's gonna reabsorb about 70% of those toxins back in, and it's gonna be a big recycling plant, and it can end right back up in your cells again and get recirculated right back to your body. So that's where the body detox comes from. It safely binds the chemical toxins that make it to your gut tract to make sure they cannot be reabsorbed, they get trapped, and they must evacuate and leave your body. And those are the 3 steps for safe and effective detox.